Good afternoon, students. Warm welcome for another revision lecture on transition elements. Last time, students, we have told you in the transition metal ions how the atomic sizes vary, and we found there was decrease in atomic sizes, but very less decrease was there. And then, in the end, by the end, we find that student there was slight increase in the atomic sizes. Iron, cobalt, nickel almost had the same ionic size, atomic sizes, students. And we have explained the reasons for that also. The each electron you are adding is entering into the same 3D subshell. The screening is poor, is not effective, not very effective, students. Nuclear charge is increasing, so we expect that there should be contraction in the size, student. But what happens is the electron repulsion increases as you add more and more electrons, students, and therefore the decrease in size is not that much because there are two factors: effective nuclear charge increasing, and then there is a electron repulsion, student. The screening is not very effective in this case, and the result is the atomic sizes do decrease but to less extent, right? Did we see that?
Yes,
Okay. But also did we observe, student, we were talking about the ionization energies, and we have seen some irregularities in the ionization energies also, student. What was the irregular trend in the first ionization enthalpy of the 3D metals? What we observed, students, what we observed last time, what we are saying, students, transition elements, students, and what I was studying was mainly 3D series. In the 3D series, what we found, students, the irregular trend was observed. Irregular trend is observed in the first ionization enthalpy, students. ठीक है? What is the reason? What is the reason, student? Because you have 3D and 4s, students. These are the orbitals. These are the sublevels in which the electrons are present, student.
mm-hmm.
So when you will remove one electron, you will move one electron, student. It will go first from the 4s. When electrons are removed, they go for from the 4s. You already know about that. But 4s2
Yes,
is
sir.
first. When filling is done, 4s is filled. When electrons are removed, first electron will be removed from the 4s. And the removal of one electron alters the relative. This removal of one electron, student, what it does, alters the, what it does, student, alters the
Okay, sir.
relative energies of 4s and 3d orbital, students. They are very close in energy. So the unipositive ions have dn configuration. ठीक है, dn configuration. So the unipositive will have dn with no electron in the 4s student orbital, 4s orbital, students. There is a reorganization of energy, ठीक है, accompanying ionization. This is called reorganization of energy takes place, students. There is a reorganization of energy, student, with some gains in exchange energy, with some gains in exchange energy, student,
Yes, sir.
with addition of more electron, when more electrons are added. Therefore, students, the number of electron increases from the transference of S into D. That there is expected increased trend in effective nuclear charge increases, but the lower value of chromium is because of absence of any change in D configuration. In chromium, student, what is chromium? You know what is chromium? Scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. This chromium is 24. So how do you write? 4s1 3d5. So when you remove one electron, there is no change because the electrons are still in the D, student, because there is
Mm-hmm.
in the absence of any change in D, because absence of change in D configuration. D configuration, therefore the plus 1 for chromium, first ionization energy is lower value. The value is lower, student. And for zinc, student, if I say zinc, what is zinc? 3d10 4s2. What will happen? The electron is removed from the S. D is already filled. ठीक है? So the ionization has to take place from 4s orbital, student, which is up in higher energy. So the value of Zn is more. The value of Zn, first ionization energy, is high. Is high, students. What happens when we consider plus 2 second ionization energy? What will happen when I will consider the second ionization energy, students?
Yes, sir.
It is for chromium IE2 is high, and also for copper IE2 is high. How will we explain this, students? What is chromium? You have seen chromium is 4s 3d5. Chromium plus is 3d5. If you want to remove one more electron, then electron has to be removed, student, from the half filled. This is half filled. Half filled are extra stable. Therefore, due to the half filled D5 configuration, the second ionization of enthalpy of chromium is high. Clear? What will happen in the case of copper? Copper, what is copper, student? 3d10 4s1. So copper plus 1 will be 3d10, students. So if you want to go to copper 2 plus, you have to remove electron from the D10, student. D10 is a
Yes, sir.
stable, it is stable configuration, student. Therefore, we find, student, these values are higher. These values are higher. The trend in third ionization is not complicated by 4s. When I say third ionization energy, student, the two electrons go from 4s. This becomes 0. When I remove two electrons, students, they go from the 4s. After that,
Yes,
the
sir.
electrons are only in the D. ठीक है? So the third ionization energies will be, you are removing third electron, student, removing third electron. ठीक है? The two
Yes,
S0,
sir.
S is already 0. There is no electron in the S now because 4s2 3dn, you are saying these two electrons are not there. S orbital is not there, student. This is removed. So the only electrons are here. So it is not complicated. Only the D stability of the D orbital will decide the third ionization energy, students. And you will find the removal of third electron will be more difficult from where? If I, what is manganese 2 plus? Tell me, manganese 2 plus. What is the electron configuration of manganese 2 plus? Where is manganese 25? How do you write? 4s2 3d5. So manganese 2
Yes,
plus
sir.
3d5. And manganese, and what about zinc 2 plus? Where is zinc? This is zinc. Zinc 2 plus is 3d10. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So that means, student, tell me. Now these are stable configurations.
Yes, sir. They are.
Stable. This is stable. If I want to remove third electron, if I want to go from manganese 2 to manganese 3 plus, tell me it will be easy or difficult? More energy will be required. More energy will be required, student.
Yes, sir. Sir, it will be difficult.
Difficult because they are stable. These are stable, students, stable configuration. Therefore, they will need very high energy. So that shows that there is a great difficulty in removal of the third electron. Therefore, student, the values of the ionization enthalpy will be quite high, quite high. So their value third ionization values will be quite high, student, because these are stable electron configuration. Therefore, students, this was an important question in the paper, which I said. The question we are going to tell you the question also. So we were discussing, what we were discussing were the irregular trend in the ionization enthalpies of 3D series. So first electron is removed from 4s, but then reorganization of energy takes place because 4s and 3d are very close in energy, and as more electrons are being added, what will happen, student? The reorganization of energy, and there is some gain in exchange of energy. And
Yes, sir.
we try to remove the second electron, then we have to see, student, where half filled or extra filled configuration will come. It will be more difficult to remove the second electron, which happens in the case of chromium and copper. ठीक है? They have high second ionization enthalpy. Which one? Chromium and copper.
Yes,
Because chromium plus 1 is 3d5 and copper plus 1 is 3d10. But
sir.
when we come to the third ionization energy, again, there are the two electrons for 4s have been removed. The
Mm-hmm.
third will go from the D. So 4s is not involved in this. But wherever there is a half filled or extra filled 3d orbital, they will become more stable and it will be difficult to remove the electron from them. For example, in a manganese and zinc, third ionization energy is high, in which case Mn2 and Zn2 plus.
Yes, sir.
These are the questions, student. Why we give you? Because in the paper, student, you are going to be given questions. Tell me, you will get questions. And
Yes,
what
sir. Obviously.
my objective is, student, to give you sufficient amount of good questions which are likely to be asked in the paper. And you should have a practice of doing it. Practice of doing it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Therefore, our session always begins with question answer, student. Question answers, which have been asked previously also in paper, student. Okay. You have noted everything. I can proceed further, students.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can.
This was the trends in the ionization enthalpies of the 3D series. What we were talking here, student. Ionization enthalpies of 3D series, students. 3D series. ठीक है? The irregular trend, what we observed was the irregular trend. So how do we explain irregular trend in first ionization enthalpy, second ionization enthalpy, and third ionization enthalpy? So this
Yes,
is
sir.
how we explain this. Clear? All right.
Yes, sir.
Another question is coming on the screen, student, which is important, has been asked in the paper, student. Question is why Cr2 plus is reducing and Mn3 plus is oxidizing when both have D4 configuration. Students, you have 1 minute to answer the question. What is the story here, students? Chromium 2 plus is reducing.
Sir, because
Yes.
mm, sir,
What is the configuration of?
first, yes, sir. First, because Mn3 D4 um gets reduced to Mn2 plus D5, so it becomes more stable.
D5. Okay. Chromium 2 plus, what happens to, what you are saying is Mn2 plus, Mn3 plus. What is the configuration of Mn3 plus? D4.
Yes,
ठीक
sir.
है? Now, if it is oxidizing, means it will gain an electron to get converted into Mn2 plus. When it
Yes,
is
sir.
reduced, then it acts as an oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent is that which gets reduced. This is a D5, which is more stable. Why D5 is more stable? Half filled,
So
half filled,
half filled, sir. Yes, sir. Half filled.
half filled, extra stability due to half filled d orbital. ठीक है? And chromium 2 plus is reducing, means it is undergoing oxidation, students. Oxidation means it is going losing electron. If it is reducing, it has to give electron. What is the configuration of this? Is D4, student. This becomes D3. Now D3 is more stable than D4. Why, student? You know why D3 is more stable? D3 is
Yes, sir.
stable. Why? Tell me. That is important question, student. Because you have seen the splitting of d orbital in coordination compounds. How do we write? T2G3,
Yes, sir.
which is half filled, student. This is half filled. This is a stable configuration. T2G3 is a stable configuration, student, because 3 electrons will come in the T2G orbital. The D5D orbital split up. Did we do coordination compounds with you?
Yes, sir.
Then we
No, sir.
showed
No, sir.
you
Not
how
yet. Not yet.
splitting of the d orbital took place, student. Three, two, three orbitals and two orbitals. You have seen that T2G and EG. And when there are 3 electrons here, one, two, three, student, this is T2G half filled. This is stable configuration. See the stable configuration half filled. ठीक है? So T2G is stable, student. That is a reason, student, which we have to write in the paper. D3 means T2G3 is half filled, is extra stable. Therefore, chromium 2 plus loses an electron, student. When it will go from 2 plus to 3 plus state, it will give an electron. When it will give an electron, it will act as a reducing agent, student. Chromium 2 plus is a reducing agent, student.
Yes, sir.
And Mn3 plus wants to convert into Mn2 plus. It gains one electron, student. It is an oxidizing agent, student. Oxidizing agent. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
So this is how you explain reducing agent and oxidizing agent. Next question on the screen, student. The E naught value for copper is positive. As we have shown you the standard reduction potential values when we discussed that, student, for the transition elements, the values were negative except copper. So what answer you gave? What is the reason? Tell me 1 minute to answer the question. What is the reason, student? The standard reduction potential value for copper is positive, students. But other elements, they were showing negative electrode potential values. What is the reason
Yes, sir.
that, student? What answer you are giving? What happened? We have given this answer to you, student, earlier also. Important question because it was asked in the paper, students. The electrode potential values depend on which factor, students? E naught values.
Yes, sir.
When I am writing E naught, This means what, student? First you have copper. What is that? Copper solid. You are converting into gas, student. Delta atomization. Then what happened? Then this gas you are converting into copper plus. First ionization energy. Then copper plus you are converting into copper 2 plus. What is that? Second ionization enthalpy, students. These are positive. This is positive. This energy is required, student. Energy is required. And then what happens? Copper gas plus water, student. Then it becomes copper 2 plus aqua, student. They are the hydration enthalpy. Which enthalpy? Hydration. This value is negative. So in copper, what happens, student? What is the reason that this overall total change? This is a total change in enthalpy when you go from this to this. That is coming to be positive in the case of copper. Standard electrode potential value is coming to be positive. Why? Because what answer you are giving now? These energies are very high, positive ones, and hydrogen enthalpy is not that uh, enough to compensate the high ionization and sublimation enthalpies in the case of copper, students.
Yes, sir.
So the what we are saying, the hydration enthalpy of copper 2 plus, ठीक है, copper 2 plus, student, not able to compensate, not able to compensate, student,
Yes,
high
sir.
values of, not able to compensate the high values of what? Ionization and high values of atomization and ionization enthalpies, ठीक है, of the copper,
Yes, sir.
of the copper. These values are high. So the hydrogen enthalpy, this value is low, student, as compared to these values. Got the answer?
Yes, sir.
Next question, however, many compounds of copper 2 student, many compounds of copper 2 are unstable in aqueous solution and undergo disproportionation. Important reaction. What is disproportionation, student? You have studied in chemistry a lot about this. Disproportionation, student. A lot of questions are asked on this. What is disproportionate? Tell me. What do you mean by disproportionation, students? What is disproportionation, student, in chemistry? What is disproportionation, students?
Um, no idea, sir.
When we have told you elements are getting oxidized and reduced simultaneously, students. Certain oxidation states, students, they are getting oxidized and reduced simultaneously. That is called disproportionation reaction, student. Here copper is in +1 oxidation state and copper is going to +2 and this is 0. This copper is in +1 oxidation state. Here oxidation state +2, here 0, student. So +1
Yes,
to
sir.
+2 increase in oxidation number, oxidation, student. +1 to 0 is decrease in oxidation number, reduction. So there is a oxidation and reduction going on. This is oxidized and reduced. Oxidation and here reduction. So you can see that copper is undergoing oxidation as well as copper is undergoing reduction. There is an increase in oxidation number, that is called oxidation. And so the same element is undergoing oxidation and reduction within the reaction. It is being oxidized as well as reduced, student.
Yes, sir.
So here the question is, copper 1 compounds are undergoing disproportionation and they are forming copper 2 plus. What is the reason? because you will need ionization enthalpy to remove one electron from copper.
Okay, sir.
But in solution, in aqueous solution, what happens, student? In aqueous solution, these are actions in solution, student. As you say, aqueous solution. This is aqueous, student. This is aqueous, students. In aqueous solution, what is happening? Copper plus 1 is getting converted into copper 2 plus.
Yes, sir.
This is more stable. Why it is more stable in aqueous solution, students? Because the hydration enthalpy of copper 2 plus is more than hydration enthalpy of copper 2 plus is more than hydration enthalpy of copper plus 1. ठीक है? So hydration enthalpy we have shown you that will compensate. Copper 2 plus hydration enthalpy is more than copper plus 1. Smaller ion, more charge, more hydration. That is the reason. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Question 4 is on the screen, student. How would you count for the increasing oxidizing power in the series? This is oxidizing power means what? What do you mean by this is stronger oxidizing agent? The oxidizing power is increasing. What do you mean by oxidizing power, student? They will be reduced. They will go to lower oxidation states. Then what answer you are giving for this student? You have 1 minute to answer the question. How would you account for the increasing oxidizing power in the series, students? How would you count? What is your answer coming, students?
Sir, 2 minutes. I'm doing so 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, VO2 plus is +5.
What is the
Actually,
oxidation state of
sir,
manganese?
+5.
Huh?
+5. Option VO2 is +5.
Plus 5. And chromium is plus 6. Manganese is plus 7. These are the higher oxidation state. They are having increasing oxidizing power because what will happen, student? They will there will this is a highest oxidation state. They will get reduced to lower oxidation states, students.
Yes, sir.
And for manganese, if I go from plus 7 to plus 2, student, manganese plus 2 is highly stable. You have seen what is manganese 2 plus D5. You have seen manganese is what is that? D5
Yes, sir.
stable. So manganese plus 7 to plus 2, there is a large. See, this is very high oxidation state. Therefore, it goes to lower oxidation state plus 2. Plus 6 it goes to chromium plus 6 goes to plus 3 student because plus 3 is stable, and plus 5 goes to plus 4 student. So plus 7 to plus 2 is the maximum change, students. Therefore, the oxidizing power will be maximum in the case of MnO4. As you can see, it is going from plus 6 to plus 2. So it will be having higher in oxidizing power. Plus 3 change, plus 1 change, plus 5 change, student. This change is plus 5. See, MnO4 minus 2, Mn2 plus student, it will take 5 electrons, students. And if
Yes, sir.
the Cr2O7 2 minus goes to student chromium 3 plus, chromium 3 plus. So that is a change of 3 electrons, 3 electrons. And in that case, vanadium VO, where it is going 2 plus 2, vanadium 4 plus student, that is 1 electron. Therefore, you can see that because the maximum change in oxidation number is in the case of MnO4 students, therefore the oxidizing power is increasing in this order. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. You have noted down. I can proceed further.
Too much. Okay.
Okay, note down everything. Everything. These are the questions which have been asked in the paper, students. What we are doing? We are doing questions which have been asked in the paper, students.
None, sir. Proceed, please.
Okay, student. There was a question in the paper. How would you count for irregular variation of ionization enthalpies first and second in the first series of transition elements? We have answered this question when we started the class. Tell me, did we answer this question? Before, when I
Yes,
give
sir.
you the reason for first ionization and second ionization enthalpy, students, the question has been answered. Question 2, for the first row transition metal E0 values are minus 1.80. Explain the irregularity in the values. You have to explain the irregularity. We have explained to you that these values depends on what factor, student? What are the factors on which E naught values depend, students? Atomization enthalpies, delta AH, student. Second, we told you ionization enthalpies. And third, we told you delta hydration enthalpies. Therefore, in some cases, you have seen ionization and atomization energies are very large, and hydration energy is not able to compensate. For example, in the case of copper, the value is positive. Did we explain that?
Yes, sir.
Because of high atomization and ionization enthalpy. The
Mm-hmm.
hydration enthalpy is low as compared to these two values in the case of copper. And then in certain cases, you have seen in cobalt and nickel, student, the values are low negative, low negative. Here you see large negative, large negative. What happened in cobalt and nickel, students? What answer you gave for this? They had high hydration enthalpies. We have shown you the table of values of these students. For cobalt
Yes,
and
sir.
nickel, you find the hydration enthalpy was high. Therefore, you see it is small negative. It is more negative here. And you can explain for manganese.
Mm-hmm.
Manganese, what is the story in manganese? 2 plus 2 manganese, student, minus 1.18. You know Mn2 plus is
Yes, sir.
D5, student. Therefore, their ionization enthalpy will be higher. And the values you can see minus 1.18 for manganese. They are acting as good reducing agent students, good
Yes,
reducing
sir.
agents. So manganese 2 plus is a stable state because it is D5 student, D5. So manganese
Uh-huh.
will be interested to form 2 plus, even Mn3 plus will go to Mn2 plus, and manganese is also going to Mn2 plus. So they are acting as negative 1.18 means reducing agent student, reducing agent.
Yes, sir.
So the values are dependent not on one factor student. There are three factors. Next question on the screen student. Why is the E naught value for Mn3 to Mn2 couple much more positive?
Yes,
Mn3
sir.
to Mn2 plus student means is more positive than chromium 3 to chromium 2 plus. Or what is your answer student? What answer you are giving for this? You look up the electronic configuration of 3 plus and 2 plus.
Okay, sir.
What is 3 plus? Manganese 3 plus is D4 and 2 plus is D5. So this is
Yes, sir.
stable configuration student. Mn2 plus is stable student. Therefore, what
Yes,
will
sir.
happen? Therefore, Mn3 plus will go to Mn2 plus student. This is a stable configuration. D5, this is D4 student. This is D4, this is D5. Therefore, the value is more positive as compared to chromium 3. What is the configuration of chromium 3 student? And what is the configuration of chromium 2? What is 3 plus? And
Mm-hmm.
2 plus,
Yes, sir.
we just seen chromium 3 plus and 2 plus students. Scandium, titanium, chromium. What was the 24? 4s2, 3d, 4s1, 3d5 student, and 1 and 2, 3 electron gone, then D3. Chromium 3 is a D3, which is T2G3 student, which is a stable configuration. It is
Yes, sir.
stable, and if it takes one electron, it becomes chromium 2 plus is a D4. D4 is not that stable as this one student, therefore the value is less. Similarly, the electron configuration of iron, you can see iron 3 to iron 2 plus. What is the configuration of iron 3 plus student? Scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. What is this? 21, 22, 23, 20, 25, 26.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
So Fe3 plus will be 3d5 and Fe2 plus will be 3d4 student. So it is more stable.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, it will not go in this direction. The values you can check what are the values of 3 plus to 2 plus student. Then this is more stable. It will go back to 3 plus because it is half filled. So it half filled means it doesn't want to lose one electron student. It doesn't want to lose one electron.
Hmm.
So we have to explain
Yes, sir.
answers. How do we are explaining the answer? Student explaining the answer on the basis of stability of the electronic configurations mostly. How I am explaining the stability of electronic configuration. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
I am explaining this on the basis of the stability of the electronic configuration. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Or when electronic configuration fails, then I am using hydration enthalpy, atomization, and other energy values. You have seen that it is not dependent on one value. For nickel, I said hydration enthalpy of nickel is very high
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
to explain the values of the electrode potentials. Okay, next question is why is the highest oxidation state of metal exhibited in oxide or fluoride? You have 1 minute to answer the question, student. 1 minute to answer the question.
Mama gaya.
Why is the highest oxidation state of metal exhibited in its oxide or fluoride, student?
So like, so please answer for me.
Question. Always the higher oxidation states are exhibited by oxide or fluoride, student. Oxygen or fluorine, because they are the strongest oxidizing agent.
Yes, sir.
Strongest oxidizing agent, student, are O2 and F2, most electronegative elements. So this will be always oxides or fluoride, student, because they have strong oxidizing agents. You want to get to the highest oxidation state, you have to oxidize,
Yes, sir.
which will be able to do that, the strongest oxidizing agent. Strongest oxidizing agent will be able to do that.
Yes.
Next question, student. Which is a stronger reducing agent, chromium 2 plus or Fe2 plus? You have chromium 2 plus, Fe2 plus. Stronger reducing agent means what? What is a reducing agent? Which will give electron.
Yes, sir.
Which of the two is stronger reducing agent? You have 1 minute to answer the question, students.
Sir, chromium 2 is stronger.
Why? It will go to 3 plus and iron will go to iron 3 plus. What is the electronic configuration of chromium 3 plus? What is, which is more stable, 2 plus or 3 plus? What is 3
Uh,
plus? Which is D3, which we
hmm.
say T2G. Just let me. What is this? D3 is what, student? T2G3. This is stable
Yes, sir.
configuration. So this is more stable. What about iron? What is the, what is iron 2 plus?
Hmm.
Where is iron 26? 26 means 2 plus is student D6 and 3 plus is D5. 3 plus is D5, students. D5.
Yes, sir.
Now, if we see the what is the values of the chromium electrode potential values, if we have, what are the E naught values? E naught values, did we have E naught values, students, for chromium, for chromium 3 plus 2 2 plus students. We have the value somewhere. Did we give values? Somewhere values were given by me, somewhere chromium 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2, chromium 2 plus, and E naught Fe3 to Fe2 plus. So we have to look into the value, students. Then we can immediately say which is a stronger reducing agent, because we have explained that on the basis of the reduction potential values, we have
Yes, sir.
some the reduction potential values of these we gave you. There is 3 plus 2, 2 plus. This iron is plus 0.77. You can see the value.
Yes, sir.
Chromium 3 to chromium 2 plus value is how much? Minus 0.41. Iron 3 to iron 2 plus is how much? Plus 0.77. So this will be gaining the electron.
Yes, sir.
It is undergoing reduction. This will lose the, this is negative. Therefore, chromium 3 plus is more stable, student. So chromium 2 plus will get oxidized to chromium 3 plus. Therefore, the answer is more negative the value, stronger the reducing agent, student. Stronger the reducing agent. Therefore, what was the question? CR, which is a stronger reducing agent? Chromium 2 plus is a stronger reducing agent, student. Chromium 2 plus is a stronger reducing agent, because the E naught value of chromium is how much? Minus 0. How much did I show? Minus 0.41 something.
Yes, sir.
And this was plus 0.77. So this is negative value. Therefore, chromium 2 plus will go to chromium 3 plus. Answer is Cr2 plus is a
Yes.
stronger reducing agent. It has more negative electrode potential value, students. So you can see that the type of questions which are being asked, students, we have tried to answer all the questions. These questions were given in the paper, students, in the transition metals, which we have answered here. All these questions were asked. Another question: all except scandium 3 plus form M2 plus ions. What is the answer, student? You have 1 minute to answer the question.
Yes, sir.
Try to answer the question on the basis of electronic configuration, students. As I said, first we will see the electronic configuration. The answer may be lying in the electronic configuration, students. What is the electronic configuration of scandium? And what is scandium 3 plus?
So 3D on 4s2.
So what is this? This is a stable noble gas configuration, student.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, scandium shows only one oxidation state, that is +3. Scandium always shows +3 oxidation state, student, because after losing 3 electrons, it will become stable noble gas configuration.
Uh-huh.
Next question. All except zinc form compounds with +3 oxidation state. +3 shown by all except zinc. So what is the electronic configuration of zinc, students? Write the electronic configuration, and on the basis of electronic configuration, answers can be given, students. What is the electronic configuration of zinc, students?
Sir, zinc is 3D10 4s2.
3D10 4s2.
Hmm.
So when zinc will lose 2 electrons, it will become 3D10. It is stable. Therefore, it
Yes,
does
sir.
not lose one more electron. So Zn2 plus is a stable oxidation state, student. Completely filled d orbital. Completely filled d orbital. Therefore, it does not lose electron, students. Therefore, Zn3 plus will not be formed.
Hmm.
Answered? Question answered? Okay. Next question on the screen, students. Only copper has important compounds of oxidation +1. What is the answer for that,
Yes, sir.
students? I said try to search the electron configuration. Answers will be lying in that, students. What is the electronic configuration of copper? Copper is, what is the configuration of copper?
Sir, copper is 3D10 4s1.
Therefore, what will happen when it will lose one electron? Copper +1.
3D10.
3d10 is stable.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, what it does? Copper, this is stable, student. So when it will lose one electron, student,
Yes, sir.
copper plus, it will be 3d10, that is stable. Completely filled d orbital is stable configuration. Therefore, copper shows +1 oxidation state, student, +1 oxidation states. Clear?
Yes, sir.
These are some of the important questions, student, which were asked in the papers. They have been discussed, and therefore we will continue further on the important question answer sessions of transition elements, magnetic properties, colors, and other things in the next lecture. Okay, then I will meet you in my next class, students. Okay, thank
Okay,
you
thank you, sir.
for answering the questions. They are all important. We will see you in the next session with more important questions of the transition metals. Okay, then we'll
Yes,
meet
thank you,
in
sir.
the next class.